They don't teach you this kind of stuff in school. I wish they would. But it works. It has saved and has continued to save my life in some of the hardest moments when traumas come up. Hello, what's going on? My name is Devin Hayes, and this is the first time I've ever done something like this. I haven't shot this type of style of a YouTube video since I was maybe 16 or 17, and I am 25 years old now. I just want to make great impacts on people's lives based upon my own experience of my own life and what I've learned. And that's what I aim to do today, is to just explain to you guys what I've learned in the 25 years of my life. One of the biggest things I've learned is the power of my mind. What I focus on expands. My thoughts shape my reality. Anything that I feel, it all comes from this thing. Most of us would say it would come from the external world, right? But really, it's all internal. And it's the switches in here that turn on and off that cause us to believe one thing or another, feel one way or another, act one way or another. It's all centered from here. Like, this is the ship. And I didn't realize that I actually could be in command of it until I went through one of the darkest depressions about only 4 or 5 years ago. And now here I am on the other side of it, teaching people, right? It's beautiful how that works. But I had to hit rock bottom. I had to contemplate ending my own life to understand and to awaken to that the things in my head are not actually me. And then I actually have the ability to manifest new thoughts, new decisions, new feelings and emotions and choices, and that all stemmed from that moment when I was like, I need to get my shit together. Whether you think you can or can't, you're right. And it is so true. I had to believe that I could pull myself out of that rut. And I had to understand that my thoughts were the one thing, the singular thing. My brain was the singular thing that was holding me back from abundance, ecstasy, happiness, all of that good stuff. And when I realized that, I started to catch the things that came to my mind. The thoughts of you're not good enough turned into you're doing your best. The thoughts of you'll never be able to reach your full potential turned into let's live in this moment right now and appreciate who we are right now. And I had to give it will. I had to give it effort. You know, it's easier said than done. I really had to turn the tables and to do something about it. And little by little, I started to believe myself. And I started to see how it impacted my body. I started to see how it impacted my heart, my spirit, my essence, my aura. And then it got really fun. So what's something today that you can start to rewrite in your brain when a thought comes in? Like, I'm not good enough, or I can't do that, or I suck. How can we take it more easy on ourselves and change that? I like to break it up into two categories. One is disempowering thoughts, and the other is empowering thoughts. The disempowering thoughts are that I'm not good enough, I'll never be able to, all of those kind of demeaning things that we put on ourselves. And the empowering thoughts aren't necessarily, yes, I am successful and I'm abundant and all those affirmations. It can be as simple as the I'm not good enough to I'm doing my best. And catching yourself when those disempowering thoughts enter your psyche, enter your conscious, and you start to feel how it affects you. Instead of just becoming them and being in them unconsciously, become conscious. When it's starting to come in, put yourself back. Give yourself a second to step back and watch it come into your field. Interact with it as you please. Then bring in the willpower of the other side, the other narrative, the new empowering thought. Compare the two in front of your eyes. This one makes me feel pretty damn good, right? This one doesn't. And pick and choose which one you want to hold and believe onto, which you want to invite into your subconscious. Let that other one continue to pass, and this one that you created enter you and fulfill you and fill your cup up. It sounds so weird. I get it. They don't teach you this kind of stuff in school. I wish they would, but it works. It has saved and has continued to save my life in some of the hardest moments when traumas come up, when my thought of my own identity comes up, of who I am in this world. It's those thoughts that I implement in my brain, that I reprogram myself with, that really allows me to be here and to be what I want to be, instead of what my ego, my fear, the darkness in my brain thinks I should be. And by the way, none of that stuff actually comes from us. It comes from, right, our surroundings, our environment, what our parents have told us about XYZ. It's a program that we've built in our brain. It's pretty insane to realize that our entire life can be lived through the program of our mind if we don't become conscious to it and rewrite these programs. Like, for instance, if you grow up in a religious family, your mom, dad, brother, sister, grandma, grandpa, your friends, family, everybody teaches you about this religion and what you have to do, and you know nothing else because that's your environment. And then one day you have a thought outside of it, or interact with a new idea that feels really inspiring to you and intuitively good to you. And then you start to beat yourself up about it, and you start to feel ashamed about it, and you realize that that program in your brain, that feeling, those emotions, those things are not you. They're actually the program from your environment, from your family, from your friends, from your teachers. That's when you can truly expand in life, is when you realize that you're the captain of the ship. When you come across restriction or something uncomfortable, you can understand that it's just your program allowing you to feel that way, and that you can actually put a stop to that and say, I want to choose to continuously expand and open my mind and learn new things in my own life and expand in that way. And that that right there is the key to self-growth. Why go your entire life being adamant and being best friends with your ego about a belief, one choice, when there are millions and gazillions out there constantly being evoluted and created? Why believe one thing and go your entire 100+ years, or however you're going to live, believing in that one thing and committing to that one thing? You've just made yourself so small in a world where everything is just so expansive. So, to tie this back into the power of your brain is to become conscious of your thoughts, of the program, of the beliefs, and to rewrite the story, and to allow yourself to open up and rewrite the story in the face of fear, or just the opposite, That's how you're going to be able to break free, is when you start to decide for yourself. Who am I? What do I think of myself? What can I do? What funny things did I once think I couldn't do that I actually can do? I'm just sitting in this moment right now. We're just reflecting on everything I've said. It's just such a crazy realization to have in life. And it almost opens up the fear of, oh my God, this is overwhelming. There's a lot, right? But that's okay. It's better than constricting and putting yourself in a box, or doing something one way and one way only for the rest of your life, and be comfortable for being limited and not using the power of this thing in the way that you can, the way that we're capable of. I'm still learning this. There's some things that I said today that I'm still trying to get a grasp on, and to be honest, I want to show you this. I had a whole but bullet points and things that I wanted to get to that kept blowing away with the wind, and I took it as a sign from the universe to put it down and just to speak from my heart. I'm just here to translate a message for those who need it. in the best way that I can in my 25 years of living. So if this resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. I would love to chat. I'd love to connect. Leave a like, leave a subscribe. I would love to do some more videos like this and share my insight and see what comes up, and just opening up the narrative of being vulnerable and expressing to one another what we're learning and how we can help one another through that process, and not saying, hey, I'm right, you're wrong. There could have been so many things that I said today that were wrong. That's okay too. Again, there's no one way. I call myself a self-expansion coach. I help other people like myself in this crazy game experience called life expand from their barriers, from their confinement, from their boxes, whether that's beliefs, environment, career, relationships, whatever it may be. If you feel confined, if you feel controlled, that's not the way to live, right? You want to feel expansive and unlimited, with more opportunities and not just your one cycle. So if you feel called to work together, please reach out to me. Check out my description below. I would love to work with you one-on-one. I created a whole process called the 6-step self-expansion. And it's a course actually that I guide you on one-on-one, and I've done so already with multiple clients, and it has been beautiful thing to witness, and has brought tears to my eyes time and time again. And I just feel so grateful to be in this position to extend a helping hand and arm to those who feel called to do so. So if you feel called to do so, do not hesitate. Let's connect. No pressure. Let's jump on a call, let's connect, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching this, and I'll be thinking about all of you in the process. So, all right, see ya.